do me a favor. Hey, do me a favor and scan that. Yeah, scan that. Enjoy. Hey, welcome back. I really hope you enjoyed some of my work there. For those of you who didn't scan it, go back and scan it. It's mandatory. Well, what do you do? What are you doing here if you haven't gone and scanned it? Okay, now that you have scanned it, welcome back. So, today we're actually going to be looking at the next posters for our 30 Days of Design. Now that we're on year 2, we get to see some more evolution in my work. I believe year 2 was a very strong year for me, coming off of year 1. And these next 3 posters, like the thumbnail says, I swear I'm not an alcoholic. It's just how it happens to actually come off, because 2 of these posters happen to be about alcohol. I did not really mean for that. Our first poster is about it. It's more of a beer, so without saying too much else, without fully revealing it, I'm just gonna fully reveal it. And here we have the Heineken poster. Now, I had made this off of the inspiration of this Marlboro poster that I found. And I wanted to do another brand that had this very similar, just like very hand-drawn style. And having some information about like what it is and that kind of stuff. And I decided to go with a Heineken bottle. Just recreating pretty much the entire bottle. I used my mouse for this entire thing. Just literally taking the pencil tool and going all the way around and then filling in the blank, getting all of these layers, going into even just the Heineken words itself. I literally came in here and recreated all of it. I am pretty proud of this actually. And then 2 different stars, they're not the same star here. And then having established 1873, which is very surprising, like how long this brand has been around. In terms of color, we have like the very striking green with the red being that opposition there. Our black is mainly just to highlight information, with the kind of silver and white, or not even a white. This is more of a very light gray kind of cream color sitting there just as accents really. I actually went off of this Heineken bottle right here, just going along it, getting it traced out the best I kind of could, and then went through and actually followed just like how there is like a pointillized gradient here heading towards the middle on both the top and the bottom. I did kind of the same here, but just I wanted to keep it very sharp colors. And then even just coming in here, trying to make sure I got these stripes looking okay. These were so hard to do. This one, I left like this because I thought it was also adding character to be like, no, this is very hand-drawn kind of thing. I didn't add all of the extra information on the bottle because I thought it would be too crowded and just way too much. And the end result being this simpler poster, again, to go back with that original inspiration. I thought it was a really nice homage to the original. This typeface that I used up here, I know is, or at least I believe is called Best School. I love using that typeface. It should just be in the regular font style. But with that all being said, we get to move on to our next poster, which is another alcohol one. So again, I swear I'm not an alcoholic. Let's look at the next one. All right, here is the next poster, called Mai Tai. Now, I had found out about this mainly because my girlfriend really likes the Village Squire, and they do Mai Tais pretty much all the time. They're one of like the first restaurants to even like adopt the Mai Tai. But in making this, I wanted to make it super simple. I think I did accomplish that, but it also strays away from the last one. While the other one was super hand-drawn, this one is very This one is very clean, but also very organic, and with some rounded shapes, but also just having very straight edges, very just clean shapes overall. But this is contradicted by our typeface here being Dude Leo Do within the regular font style. And I had used this because it seems like a very tropical font, at least when used in this style, using the same kind of washed out yellow as some of the alcohol that's actually being used here. And in here, I wanted to use 3 different layers just to show the different kind of mixings that will be within the alcohol itself, or at least the mixings that are in the Mai Tai drink. I also wanted to frame it within this nice turquoise frame against kind of this blue background to add that nice juxtaposition, just so it feels like the poster is being pseudo-centered within itself. This does come from our inspiration being a whiskey sour. I didn't really want to just perfectly recreate a whiskey sour. I wanted something that could still have elements from a whiskey sour, but not be a whiskey sour. That being like the cherries, or even just the color of the alcohol, or maybe even like the fruit that's used in it, like the orange, maybe lemon, lime. Obviously here in the Mai Tai we have a pineapple, but I just wanted something that also took inspiration from the whiskey sour itself. So I decided to come in here and just bring in a whole bunch of different looking Mai Tais and begin modeling one out that I really liked. So for some, the pineapple and the lime are both on the edge, with the cherry being skewered with a toothpick, but I decided to have the cherries just in the drink, because in some, like this one, the cherry is kind of like right underneath there. But then they're also always served with like a nice mint leaf, and I thought that was nice. Yeah, having the cherry in the drink I thought was a nice touch to kind of also be mixed in with the ice cubes, making the ice cubes very one-dimensional against these more like 3D shapes like the cherry, or even having like at least what seems like 3D because the toothpick is shooting through the pineapple piece here. I still kept the lime on the side just because I thought that was a nice touch to kind of balance out the entire drink, or even just the composition itself. And getting those multiple layers, I kind of took from here, with that top layer being like just like a lot darker, while the bottom starts to get lighter. And I put the bottom as yellow just to also kind of match the layering of what was happening here. And I put that in a glass that happened to match this kind of glass that was just very slightly angled. Even like this kind of one, this one is very slightly angled as well. Using those as my inspiration to complement the whiskey sour to create the Mai Tai. I really enjoyed making this poster when I did. This is one of my strongest posters of year 2, and just being able to model things out very cleanly and feeling a lot more confident going through the rest of the year, really. Really enjoyed this one. I hope you did too. We are going to move into our last poster for today. And for our last poster today, well, this is a poster. As that is literally its title, as you can see with going across, this is a poster. And I say, yep, that's right. And then I have some information on the bottom here to literally just explain that the 11x17 format, or the A4 format, which is very close in size, is pretty much the most common paper format when it comes to offices and just general workspaces. And of course here we can see tabloid, ledger, or B-sized. And of course I leave it off with "you're welcome," because you're welcome for that information. Oh my god, I actually didn't spell size right here. Size. I'll have to go fix that. If you saw that before I fixed it, good on you. You deserve a prize. This is a poster. It's quite simple, and it does come from our inspiration being this Man of the Year poster. And I had actually used this image once before in inspiration when I made the cover of something else. I'll go get it real quick. right here when I made a book cover for the book or even a subsequent movie called Flatland by Edwin A. Abbott. It needs to focus. Yeah. So I had made this slightly before I made the poster, actually, because I did enjoy making that book cover. The back, pretty general. The barcode leads to pretty much nowhere. But yeah, I had made this entire, pretty much we got to redesign the entire book in its entirety. But yeah, that was a book that I did back in the day, and I wanted to reuse this in something that I could more properly show to people, being this poster. And I just thought it would be kind of funny to just make it called This Is a Poster, purely because I have information like showing like why this is a general poster size and what the general poster sizes are, and just all that kind of boring stuff that normal people really won't tend to care about, but I care about. So yeah, that being the third one. We have a bunch of different colors here. I don't really remember what the typeface was that I used for the inside here, but we have Adobe Caslin Pro for the body text down here, and then this larger typeface throughout the rest of it. That is going to be the final poster of today's video. Please let me know which one you like best. If you liked multiple, like the first two, or even just the last one, let me know, because I would love to know. And of course, you could go back to the beginning of the video and look at the QR code, or you can scan it again right now. It will take you directly to my website, and you can look around for a little bit, enjoy it to your heart's content, and I hope that you will, because it would help me out greatly if you got some eyes on my work, shared it with some people you know, and then tell them to email me, because I would love to work with some people. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. I already told you to comment, so if you could subscribe, that would also be amazing, as that would help me a bunch. But yeah, that's going to be all from me this week. I'll see you next week. Yeah, okay. I love you. Bye.